And we are live. Welcome. This is a live I'm doing on Facebook as well as YouTube and on IG. So you might see that I'm bouncing. My eyes are going from one camera to the other camera. But I wanted to make sure that I make the best use of my time. And I was just sharing with those on IG, on my Instagram page, that this morning, it's Sunday. I normally come on Fridays live, but this week I'm coming on a Sunday. I got home from service from church that I attend, and was planning to, hey Lona. And as I got here, my plans were to take a moment to connect with myself. And as I was preparing to do that, I thought, wait a minute, because I really, when I got here, I was like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do 3 different things so that I could make my environment feel like the right space for me to connect with myself. And I thought, why not share this with my community, with all of you on Instagram and on Facebook, which I have both cameras going at the same time, and really get to share with what some of you might like in the Love Camp experience. Because the Love Camp experience is, again, like the word experience is in there, right? It's about creating the time, right? Setting the time aside to be able to connect with ourselves. And also, since it's being done virtually, for us to take responsibility for us actually creating the environment that we would need to facilitate our connecting with ourselves, right? So this is going to be about creating a healing space. I hope this is useful for you. I have a couple of examples that I'm going to show you. So again, as just a recap, I got home. My plans are to take some time, 30 to 45 minutes actually, to do a journal entry, to really connect with myself. And as I got here, there are several things that I had in mind in order for my space, my environment, to feel like one that facilitates my connecting with me. And these same things are going to be what you use if you're enrolling in Love Camp that's happening February 6th, for you to actually have that take place. So one is our visual aesthetics. What's going on visually in our environment? Are we setting ourselves up in a space that looks right, that looks appealing, that sets the tone for what we want to experience? Is there a lot of clutter? Do we need to declutter our space? Do we need to take some time before Love Camp experience to say, okay, well, there's too many books on this desk that I'm going to be sitting at. Maybe I should move them somewhere else. Visually, we want to make sure that everything is as it needs to be so that you feel at ease. So as you're preparing for this Love Camp experience on February 6th, visually look at your environment and select a space that will support this experience. A space that will support this experience, and evaluate how it feels. So sit in that space, and I want you to take a moment as you're sitting in that space that's going to be facilitating this experience for you, and ask yourself, how am I feeling? What's coming up for me? As you look around this space, do the books that are on this desk feel like they're causing anxiety? Maybe we should put them aside for this experience on February 6th, right? So visually question how your environment is and how it supports. How is this supporting how I'm feeling? How is this supporting how I'm feeling right now? And should I be moving it somewhere else? Or should I take the time this week, because there's still 2 weeks left for Love Camp experience? Should I take some time this week to start decluttering? Hey, this is a great time to do it, start of the year. So I invite you to pay attention to your environment, the visual aesthetics of your environment, and how it's supporting your healing experience. The second thing, speaking of that, let me give you an example of what I'm going to be having in Love Camp experience, and what I have today. Actually, I went to the supermarket yesterday and they had this buy one, get one for roses. So this is part of my visual experience. I absolutely love flowers. If you've been following me for some time, you'll see that I post flowers, like flowers of the week, whenever I get inspired to share my flowers, because something about flowers just really, really feels amazing to me. I know that they obviously don't have roots anymore. Some people feel sad about that. And I think that, for me, I just focus on the gift. This is truly a gift that God, the universe, has provided us to be able to see the beautiful things that are around us. And so we want to continue to to say, hey, yes, thank you, God, for giving me all these things. Thank you, God, for giving me the option to see these flowers, to experience these flowers. And what are you going to be putting in your space or moving into your space you might already have that will support this healing experience? So visually, let's focus on what visually will support you. Then the second thing is the smelling, right? There is nothing nice about the scent of garbage. I happen to be in my kitchen area, actually. It's a very large area. There's like a breakfast area. So it was the first thing I thought of. Hey, Lona. It was the first thing I thought of, right? The first thing I thought of was the scent of the garbage, obviously, because the garbage is right there. So as you're thinking about creating a healing space for yourself, what is a smell that you're experiencing? Sometimes we're so focused in our mind that we're not even paying attention to our senses as much. So what is it that you're smelling? And how can you change or shift that to support this healing space that you're creating for the Love Camp experience? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of examples of some of my favorites, actually. I absolutely love Nag Champa, okay? And this is one of the ones I really love. It's called Super Hits. So this is one that I use. If you're into incense, I know not everybody is, but if you're into incense, you can make sure that you have your incense available for the Love Camp experience, right? Because you want to set up the space just as you'd like to feel it, right? You want to feel calm and at ease. So whatever supports being calm and at ease, you want to have that available for you. All right. All right. This is me setting up my space because after this live, I'm going to actually take time for myself as my children are not with me. So that is one option, right? Your incense. But you can also use oils. Like I have this oil that's lavender. It's lavender oil. Very soothing. You can also use citrus oil and have an oil burner close by. Make sure that you have something that supports your feeling at ease so that this experience can truly be one that feels magical for you. Okay, so the scents, another option, scented candles, right? So if you don't like the smoke, if you don't like the oils, it's too much work. This is always an easy option, getting a scented candle. This one is lavender, another lavender one. Really soothing. My kids love this one, actually. So you can also have this. Now, what would be the third thing to consider? Well, you guys that are going to be part of my Love Camp experience don't have to worry about this because I'm going to have this taken care of. But the auditory, right? The auditory, what's going on sound-wise in your environment? If you're going to be on Love Camp experience, definitely be sure that you're picking a quiet space. I'm going to take care of music. You take care of making sure that you don't have any distractions that are auditory, right? Or that if there are distractions around, for example, there's a street not too far here. Sometimes I hear things that we still stay focused. We can have our headbuds on to listen and stay connected to all of us in the Love Camp experience space. So auditory wise, music. So outside of Love Camp experience, we want to make sure that we are using music as a source of truly connecting and feeling at ease and calming down and enjoying our day, right? So I'm going to put one that I absolutely love. Hold on a second.
The parts of me that eyes can't see, the glow.
All right, so we've talked about, let me lower the volume a little bit. We've talked about 3 things in creating our healing space. We want to make sure that visually we are in a space that feels easy, it doesn't cause anxiety, it makes us feel calm and relaxed and comfortable. And you also want to make sure that you have your scents taken care of, right? So if there's any smells that don't feel like smells that you want to have around you to have a very calming experience, then introduce items that will support that, whether it's incense, candles, oils. And then third is sound. What kind of sound? What's your environment sound like? You know, sometimes sound pollution is a thing. So do you have sound around you that's this healing experience, creating this space for yourself? And if you don't, then what can you incorporate to actually start feeling at ease? This is one, I'm playing a song right now from an artist that has really soothing songs. Her voice is soothing. It supports my getting connected and grounded, especially after hard days of work. So this might be something for you to consider. And that is all I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for all that joined. Ilona, and I know we have some people, Judy is on from Las Comadres, and we have someone from Rise and Succeed. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining on IG. I will have this video also posted in my Facebook page as well as in YouTube. And if you want to learn more about the Love Camp experience happening February 6th, check out the website. It's lovecamp.co/love-camp. Okay, or you can visit the Facebook page or the Eventbrite page. All of the information is there. Feel free to reach out to me through message and I will answer any questions that you have. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Have a beautiful and blessed week. Thank you.